Hey, it's Putt Putt. I know a lot of folks get curious about what camera gear I use to film my trips and other stuff that I might bring with me to help me film my adventures, so I thought I'd do a quick little video about how I do that. So my main filming camera is the Canon EOS M50, which is what I am currently filming on. I use that in conjunction with a 22mm Canon lens. It is a prime lens. It just simply shoots in 22mm. It's not exactly the widest lens, and honestly I would like something a little wider. However, this is good enough for me. It is super simple. I just have to use one lens. I keep that lens on there. I don't need to be switching lenses out while I am hiking or biking or whatever I'm doing. It gets the job done. Plus, it is super sleek. It's like a little pancake type lens, so the benefits outweigh, the little negative of me wanting to have a little bit of a wider view. I use the Breakthrough Photography ND filter on that lens. It's kind of like having a pair of sunglasses on the lens, and it allows me to film at the proper frame rate with a lower shutter speed so that I get that nice blurry background if I'm talking to the camera. For a microphone with that camera, I've moved on to using the Boya BY-M100 microphone. It is super discreet. The sound quality is actually pretty decent for such a small microphone. I am, however, waiting on some materials in the mail to make a proper windscreen for this. This little thing here, it's alright, and it's good for like plosives, but it doesn't work so well in the wind. So hopefully I will be getting that faux fur pretty soon to make my own windscreen for this. On most of my trips, I will bring 3 batteries with me. 2 batteries as backups and 1 battery in the camera. So on really long trips, I'll be able to charge that while I'm in the field with a battery charger with the Anker battery pack. And then also when I'm in town, I can charge all 3 of those batteries so that they are ready to go when I hit the trail. The battery charger that I use for those batteries holds 2 batteries, so I can charge 2 at the same time. And the input is just a simple micro USB input, so I can actually plug a micro USB into here and then a USB into my Anker battery pack and charge while I'm out in the field. I don't need to wait until I get into town to charge that. Of course, if I run out of power in my Anker battery pack, then yeah, I would need to wait. I usually will bring some extra SD cards with me. Now on this Arizona trail through hike that I'm about to go on, I will be bringing more than just 3 extra SD cards. I have a feeling I might need more. And honestly, I'd rather have too many SD cards and not have to worry about not filming when I really want to be filming. I can film as much as I want to without worrying about running out of space. I do carry an extra lens cap with me just in case I happen to lose the one that's already on the camera. The first time I brought that camera on a trip, I somehow lost the lens cap. Honestly, I think it's because it was the first time I was using a camera with an actual real lens instead of just a point and shoot camera. So I wasn't used to having to keep track of the lens cap on it, and I'm pretty sure I just left it like sitting on a rock or something. But anyways, I had to go through the rest of that trip without a lens cap, worrying about whether my lens was getting scratched up. So from that point on, I have carried 1 extra lens cap just in case I need it. I carry this little Allen key just in case I need to take off the little Arca Swiss plate that's on the bottom of my camera that helps me attach it more quickly to tripods. I use an Altura mini tripod that I put an Arca Swiss type attachment on in order to make it easier for me to be taking the camera off and on the tripod. I don't have to like sit there and like screw it in. I just slip it in, tighten this thing down, and I'm good to go. I like this tripod because it's pretty compact. It sits in my little shoulder strap super easily, so I can just pull it out, use it when I need it, and it's also super stable. I have a little lens cloth and a lens brush. I bring an Anker 20,000 milliamp hour battery bank with me that has 2 charging inputs so that I can charge more than one thing at once. For this upcoming Arizona Trail thru hike, I've been trying to rack my brain, trying to figure out how am I gonna be backing up my footage of this trip. On most smaller trips, I don't bother backing up my footage. I just trust that it's gonna be safe on the SD card that I'm filming on. But for this thru hike, I really wanted a way to back up the footage because honestly, if something happens to one of those SD cards in those 8 weeks, I'm probably gonna cry. So I wanted to figure out a way to back that footage up. I found this SD card to Lightning adapter. I can simply take the SD card every evening out of my Canon M50, stick that SD card into the reader here, put this into my iPhone, and back up all my footage from the day onto my iPhone. My iPhone does have about 500 gigabytes of storage, so that will get me quite a bit of extra storage for me to back up video. Now, if for some reason 500 gigabytes is not enough storage, which it might not be if I end up filming a ton, what I can do, and what I think I'm going to end up doing, is buying some 500 gigabyte SD cards, like 2 of them, to get me a terabyte. And then what I can do is take the footage that I've just saved onto my phone using this. I can now take that footage and plug this adapter back into my phone, stick a 500 gigabyte SD card into the adapter, and then I can pull the file from my phone onto the 500 gigabyte SD card in the adapter. So that 500 gigabyte SD card is basically acting like a small portable hard drive. So I think if I bring 2 of those, that gets me a full terabyte. I think that is going to be more than enough for me. I'm not filming in 4K or anything like that. I'm just filming in 1080p at 30 frames per second. So fingers crossed that that will be enough storage for backing up my footage. So I may be taking a little bit of footage with my new iPhone 13 mini. And I did purchase this little tripod mount for the mini. And again, it has an Arca Swiss type plate on it, so I can easily slide it in and out of the tripod like I can with my camera. I have this bag of cables for charging my camera batteries and whatnot. Does anybody else film their trips? What do you use? If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up so that I know and the YouTube algorithm knows. And if you enjoy content like this, or you enjoy watching adventurous videos, please consider subscribing to my channel. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being a part of the community. I love seeing your comments down in the comment section. I love responding to them and reading them. Hopefully, I will see y'all in the next video.